Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kyla and I am also excited to have you join us today. So if you are new, hi, hello, welcome. My channel is basically just a plethora of all things that I love, and today, my friends, we are looking back at my year in music via Apple Replay. So I've basically done this like by myself for years. I remember I was a big fan of listening to the top 100 songs of the year countdown on New Year's Eve. Like ever since I can remember, that's been like my favorite thing because music is a huge part of my life. If you guys don't know, like I live and breathe music. So my music taste is very broad. I like lots of different artists and genres. And today, we are going to look at my official Apple Replay for 2020. Now, I have had Apple Music since 2015, and I did just recently find out that they keep a record of your top 100 songs of every year. So I have playlists going back to 2015. So there might be some videos of Kyla's music past. I'm not sure yet, but I do want to say that 2020 for me has been an amazing year music-wise. Some of my favorite artists dropped albums this year. One even dropped two, but we'll get to that later. So definitely an amazing year all the way from January until December music-wise for me. I do want to put a quick little disclaimer. My music taste is just about it's kind of similar to my taste in television as to the fact that a lot of it is not kid-friendly, and I do have explicit albums. Just a quick little disclaimer on that, but you can continue viewing at your own risk. It's nothing too terrible, but I just have to put that out there because I do have some younger viewers. So today we're going to look at my top 10 most played albums of the year, my top 5 most played artists of the year, and then at the end we are going to look at my top 10 most played songs of 2020. So let's begin. All right, so here we have my top 10 most played albums. So I'm going to quickly talk about each one. So this is Confetti by Little Mix, and it came out in November, I believe. And for me, this is their best album. I love these girls. I've listened to every album start to finish, but Confetti, just something about it made me want to keep it on repeat all the time. So I'm not surprised that this is here. Manic by Halsey. So I was supposed to go see Halsey with my best friend in June, and obviously that did not happen. I will say this is not my favorite Halsey album, but I do love a ton of songs on here, and when I bought the ticket, I received a physical CD copy of this, so this is a special album to me, so I'm not surprised this one's here. K through 12 by Melanie Martinez. Even though it was released in September of 2019, I'm totally not shocked that this is here. This is like a masterpiece. It came with a whole movie. If you guys saw my Melanie Martinez ranking, you know I love her, and she's an extremely underrated artist. Speaking of underrated artists, we have It Was Good Until It Wasn't by Kehlani. This is my favorite Kehlani album. I have loved Kehlani ever since she was on America's Got Talent. If you know, you know. But this is definitely her best album, and it is one of my favorite albums ever. Speaking of one of my favorite albums, Lover by Taylor Swift. Not surprising this is here, even though it was released in August of 2019. It really says something that it's on my top 10 albums of 2020, so not surprised this is here. Top 5. Plastic Hearts. Miley found her sound in this. I've loved Miley ever since she was Hannah, but this is my favorite Miley album. I loved every part of this album. It is amazing. If you haven't listened to it, please go check it out. It is fantastic. Good to Know by JoJo. So this is just the regular, it's not the deluxe. If you don't know, I've been a JoJo fan ever since Leave, Get Out was a thing. I love her so much. She's so underrated, and I'm very glad that she's finally making like an official comeback in the music industry. I loved this album. Not my favorite JoJo album, but it doesn't surprise me that it is here since it did come out in 2020. Positions by Ariana Grande. If you guys don't know, this is my favorite Ariana album. I know it's extremely controversial, but I love it. I love that she took a different approach to things. I am obsessed with it. It is just an iconic masterpiece. And even though it only came out in October, I'm not surprised it's here. Number 1 and number 2, Folklore and Evermore, should not come as any surprise to you, but it kind of came as a surprise to me, but not really, because if you don't know, Taylor dropped Folklore in July as a huge surprise, and then dropped Evermore in December as an even bigger surprise. So to me, Evermore is I prefer it to Folklore, but I'm not surprised that it's only at number 2 because it literally has only been out for like 3 weeks maybe. I don't even know. So just it's an amazing album and I love it. I love Folklore as well. I love them both because obviously they're Taylor, but I'm very happy with my top 10 albums, honestly. And right above that, we have my top 5 most played artists. So we have Ariana Grande here. I'm a bit surprised that she's only at number 5, but I have listened to her for a total of 24 hours, apparently. Then we have The Weeknd at 25 hours, and I know he released After Hours in 2020, but if I'm going to be honest, it was not my favorite album of Abel's, and I think it's only because I'm one of those people that prefer, like, the Trilogy era and Kissland and all of his older stuff, so I'm not surprised that After Hours was not in my top 10, but I'm not surprised he's here. Then we have JoJo at 28 hours. Like I said, again, not surprised she's here. Love her stuff. Then we have Kehlani at 29 hours, and again, not surprised she's here, but, you guys, Taylor, 63 hours, probably, didn't come as a shock to any of you. Right above that, if we scroll up, we have my top 10 songs of the year. So some of these were released in 2020, some of them were not. Let's get to it. I'm gonna be myself, someone who want me like I need some, but I knew you dancing in your Levi's, drunk under a street light. Can you stay up all night? Love me till the daylight. 30 for 35. I'm like being alone, emotions under control. Right now it's only for me. I scream for whatever it's worth. I love being weak, that's the worst thing you. Sometimes I block all your calls. You start hitting my girls up, talking about where's my baby, and that's when I make you wanna leave that world behind. Make you wanna see your name on mine. I'll be in the trench, in the shadow. There you have it, my friends. My year in music. I was shocked and surprised at some, but others I kind of expected. I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. My goal is to reach 300 by the end of this year, and tap that really cool notification bell so you can know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in the new year. Bye, everybody.